baby.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another vloggy. We're doing a sit-down mukbang, I think it is, right?
Mukbang? I say mukbang, but I don't think it matters.
Tell us if it matters. This is my bestie, Autumn. I will put her channel below, tell her to post. And yeah, we were roommates, now we're not, still besties. They're like, she's not saying anything. She has the tea. There's no tea, we're besties.
There's no tea. I was thinking that you were referring to South Carolina, and then I remember that we were also roommates
here. We were roommates in college. Well, we're probably gonna literally explain this in the mukbang. We're starving, it's 10. We're in a beautiful hotel for the night. It's like Soho Moss Soho. I'll put the link to their Instagram because if I was visiting New York, like I would stay here. Pretty. It's literally stunning, and I'm so grateful.
Yeah. We ran downstairs to the restaurant that's closed, but we took the stairwell, so we got inside and then stole forks because
they didn't send forks, and we went to ask help because everything's closed right now, and he was like, "Sorry, everything's closed. We don't have forks."
Left, I was like, we were in the restaurant alone, and we were like.
But other than that, you should stay here.
Find our forks.
Are these regular potatoes and sweet?
Yeah, they're like mixed together.
Oh my god.
The sweet potatoes are so good.
I'm so hungry.
And it's like green goddess dressing.
I miss the dressing.
Not us eating on the bed, they're gonna flame us.
We're gonna clean it before we go to bed.
We're gonna vacuum the bed before, don't worry.
That dressing's so good. I'll eventually talk, I'm starving. Okay, we got sweet green. Autumn's gonna be a newfound sweet green lover.
The potatoes are it for me. I just feel like for a salad, I'm never like,
craving
that
it.
hit the spot.
But she did it for me. She was like, I'll take one for the team.
But
we got a new one. I haven't tried this one. It's the, I'm not gonna use the hot sauce probably. It's the,
Lyndon said it's really hot.
It's the pesto.
Pesto quinoa.
Uh-oh. That has pesto dressing, quinoa, chicken, breadcrumbs. It looked very up my alley. Normally I build my own, but Grubhub Queen ordered, so we had to get the same order, so we had to compromise.
This looks good though. I understand why your salads are like $40 though, because I was gonna add red pickled onions, and it was like $2.50 just to add like little pickled onions, and I was like,
yeah, it's ridiculous. And adding an avocado is like $28. Like, I'm just trying to eat healthy. I don't understand why McDonald's is so cheap.
It's not real food.
Oh my god, I'm literally... It's okay.
This one I did spring mix.
I feel like they're both the same.
Yeah.
I should have had you sub-romaine. I asked you guys questions, so we have some guidance for this mukbang. Let's read them. So, this is my first time. I haven't seen them. This is my first time seeing them. We can't talk because we're so hungry. Honest opinions about living in New York City. That's a goodie. We talk about this a lot. Okay, mine are, because has it always been your dream? I feel like it has.
Yeah.
It's not always been my dream. Like, first it was LA, but every time I came here I just loved it. So, I don't claim it. I'm not like, I've always wanted to live here, because I haven't, you know? But it literally is, like, I call it organized chaos, and I remember, I have a vlog, go watch it. I want to go watch it, honestly, of us, like, me, Autumn, and Mac visiting, and we were just, like, chaos, and, like, organized chaos, and we were like, oh my god, we need to live here. Now we all three live here.
It felt so much bigger then. Like, it felt like we were like, oh my god, Soho, and then we're gonna go to Chinatown, and then we have to go over, and now it's, like, a little walk, and, like, they're, like, hopping.
We're like, let's go do Pilates and get coffee, and, like...
Yeah, I feel like we're, like, mapping out, like, how to, like...
Like, it's our normal life. Like, somebody come on a video, they're like, the chaos of the sirens and cars in the back of this video, and I was like, girl, that is baseline.
I don't even notice it anymore. I feel like it depends on the day, honestly, because sometimes it's so chaotic, I'm like, I can't do this. Like, it just, like, makes me feel, like, anxious. Like, my anxiety's definitely gotten worse because since I've moved here, but, I mean, there's, like, pros and cons. Overall, I really love it. Like, there's no place like it, but, like, it's definitely just, like, chaotic and busy and go, as people say.
It is.
Like, I remember being like, oh my gosh, like, older people always say, like, and you're like, no, it's just a city. Like, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
It definitely does. You feel chaotic.
Yeah, and some days, like, it can be a lot. But, and, like, it's easy for you once you live it for so long to forget, like, how cool it is. But like I get reminded.
You remind yourself.
Feel like I get reminded by like you guys, and I'm like, oh my god, yes.
I feel like it's like any city. Like you can like choose to find the good or the bad. Like people say they hate Paris. People say they hate Atlanta. Like San Francisco, LA. Like any big city is like you just have to choose to like it. Like if I decided I hate New York today, which like I've definitely done some days, I could find 1,000 things. Like that's disgusting. I hate that. That's so expensive. But if I'm like I love New York, you can like romanticize it. And
yeah, it's very fun to romanticize. We got like made fun of for doing that when we first moved here.
Yeah,
we were like, we don't care.
I think it lives up to the hype overall though. Like consolidated version, it's so fun. Everything's so accessible. There's so many cute coffee shops, but there's definitely days like I feel like when I stay home, the most is when I'm like, why am I paying so much money to like be in this busy, chaotic city?
But then sometimes I'm like, if I didn't live here, what would I do on like weekends? Because like it's so easy to like go out and go to a market and stuff.
I also think about whenever I feel like I'm not loving New York, I'm like, where would I love them? Like it's not like I'm like, oh, I don't love New York because I'd rather be in Austin or like I'd rather be in Atlanta. Like there's nowhere else, so I'm like, I just need to choose to love this because I feel this way in any city. So we love her. We love her.
How long have y'all been besties? I feel like we've told the story so many times, but if you're new, we are from the same area in Georgia.
It's really weird, actually.
It's so weird. We didn't meet. We like met in passing, followed each other on Instagram all of high school, all of college, until I did a 5th year, and we roomed together. That's when we met super fast, got super close, and then moved to New York together.
We went from like seeing each other once to like being
every day for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, no, literally. I feel like that just showed like that's like a everything happened for a reason moment. Like your nursing was delayed, you had an extra semester.
That like
we would have never met if we had an extra semester. You
But
would have never been in New York. Wait,
Weird.
that's really weird to think about.
What is your death row meal?
Not good.
Mine's not this one either. Like if I'm on death row, like I'll go a little crazy. I want to do that TikTok. I stuff my face.
I feel like I'm so back and forth. There's not one thing that I consistently am like, that's it. Probably like crispy tuna rice. But also a spicy Chick-fil-A sandwich. But also Toll House cookies.
You can have it all at your death row meal.
Can you? Is there a cap? Can you get anything you want?
Wait. I was thinking, I was trying to focus. But I deleted my Instagram post, and now I'm regretting it.
I told you!
He
popped so blue.
Whatever. Thank you. I'm not choked. Okay. A big fat salmon salad with a bunch of shit on it. Don't come for me. Literally, I love them. But a bunch of shit on it. A side of like sweet potatoes. A margarita pizza. Spaghetti and meatballs. Literally just plain spaghetti and meatballs. Angel hair. A cosmic brownie.
I'm just thinking like a salmon salad and a cosmic brownie. And just plain spaghetti and meatballs. Did you say meatballs or did I make that up?
Meatballs.
Okay.
And Lucky Charms. With milk. Oh my god, I need to make this TikTok. Chips and queso from La Paria at home, but let the chip get soggy in the... If I'm going out, like, I'm gonna eat everything. Maybe some sushi. I need more desserts.
Cosmic brownie. I'm trying to think if there's anything like, you're literally dying, and you're like, I want to eat this one more time. That's such a crazy concept.
Stop, we're not doing that.
It's a silly little game. Just say your food and shut up. Chipotle, chips and guac.
Those aren't that great. A big brookie brownie warm.
What's that?
Like a half cookie, half brownie.
I thought those were called slutty brownies.
That too. What's your favorite thing to do in the city together?
Sit silently at coffee shops across from each other and be productive.
That's what we did today. Shoot content. No, I hate that. Like explore. Pour me up. I feel like it's fun when we just like the random days we have, like when we're just walking around.
Or like thrifting is fun. Like Brooklyn Coffee is always fun. Honestly, I feel like any day that starts with us working at a coffee shop where we have like the full day and then we end up just like bouncing around.
When else have we done that?
You know, like what?
You know, every day.
All those times.
I know we have. I just can't. Would you two ever start a podcast? We did. I'll link it if it's.
It better be.
It will be. I'll link it. How far apart do you live now? Like, how long does the subway take?
15 minutes?
Longer than I thought, though.
Because I have the hiccups. The walking. Because I'm not that close to a subway station. But, like, actually on the subway, I feel like it's, like, 8 minutes. That you're, like, seated on the subway.
Favorite memory together? Mine's Tennessee. That's
I was going to say Loki Knoxville.
There's no way that's yours.
Yeah. Because, okay, but the first night. Not the second night. I just feel like that was one of the trips where we had, like, nothing planned. Like, we were just fully, like, raw dogging that trip. And I feel like those are always the most fun. Like, that, Halloween.
We last minute went. We stayed in the Halloween was really fun. We stayed in the Red Roof Inn. Like, go watch my Tennessee vlog. Like,
the only place we could find to sleep.
Insane. I was blackout both nights. Autumn still didn't drink, but still was right there with me. And it was just crazy. So much shit happened that, like, was, like, not real life. Like, the next day we were just, like...
We were, like, never going back to Knoxville ever again. But now it's grown on me. It went from, like, a traumatic story to, like...
Fun.
Something you laugh at. And, like, honestly, some of our funniest memories. Like, some of our, like, holy shit moments. Like, no. Like, there's no way.
Like, ones you tell stories about. Who's been in a longer relationship? Her and her boyfriend have been dating, what is it now?
6 years.
That's
well,
insane.
over 6 years. 6 years in November, so like 6.5. Well, we broke up a couple times then.
That's insane. Have you ever thought about coming to Australia? Yeah, but that's a long plane ride.
Isn't it like 16 hours?
I think it's almost 24.
That's absurd.
It's like a day. How do you make friends as an adult in a brand new city? Y'all make it look so easy. It's not.
It is not easy.
We struggled too, finding our people. And we're still meeting people. Like, we're lucky because we came in, like, with each other. So we kind of built off that, you know? And a lot of our friends here, like, we kind of knew, you know? Like, we really...
Like, had some connection too.
There's
not really been many people that were completely random that we like...
Damn, we need to venture.
I was gonna say, I feel like I'm bad at that because I'm like, I don't know, like anytime anyone is like from my past or like new that's like, oh, we should get coffee that I like meet out or something, I like never follow through. Like I'm not the person that is like, yes, date and time. Like I'm like, yeah, definitely. And then
I know.
I'm never like.
Some people are good at that. I'm never the one to plan, but I want to be.
It's not like appealing to me. And I know, I guess it's maybe more like an anxiety thing, like the thought of like completely starting over, like almost like dating, like when you first get out of a breakup.
It is like dating.
And you're like, do I like really care about starting all over? Like I'm fine. I have like Anna, I have Landon, I have Hannah.
But then some days I'm like, oh, I kind of do want to meet. Well, not like new people except like in addition.
There's so many people here. It's like you probably should. But sometimes it's hard when you have like one or two like really close people. You're like, I'm good. Like.
So we're working on it. What are things you have in common and things that make you different from each other? That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
In common, like it's so broad, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously, like we're from Georgia. We both do social media. We have similar friend groups.
I'm trying to think of like our personalities.
But like actual things.
I feel like we're both pretty spontaneous. We're both like pretty outgoing.
Yeah.
I used to not be.
We're both like late all the time.
Yeah, we're trying to fix that. Different. Autumn's very good at saving money and not spending money. And I'm like, ugh, whatever.
Yeah, like I'm more like frugal.
Yeah,
like,
not like
oh,
cheap, just like
that's going on sale like next week, or like, oh, there's a coupon for that. Or, like, if you like sign up here, like you get 10% off.
Oh my god,
like,
it's too much work.
Yeah.
Which is good that you do that.
I was gonna say that you're more, or like I'm more confrontational, and you're more like.
Yes.
But honestly, I feel like you've gotten better, and like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we've like leveled out a little bit. But overall, I'm still more confrontational.
I don't think I've gotten better. I think you've gotten
less confrontational. No, I was gonna say that. I feel like I've gone a notch down and you've gone a notch up.
Mm-hmm.
But not confrontational. You just like stick up for yourself more.
I don't know if I do. She's better at doing that.
Maybe it's just a breakup that I feel like you.
Yeah, maybe that. But like friends, I just like keep the peace.
Yeah. I feel like
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you had to splurge on any designer item right now, what would it be?
Ooh, these are really good questions.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good.
I wonder
if there's anything specific. Remember when you almost dropped a bag on that black nylon Prada bag?
I'm so glad I didn't.
It's so cute, but like basic. Like you would have been over it quick.
I'm kind of over purses. Like, I kind of want designer jewelry.
Yeah,
because you wear that shit every day.
I want like a forever like gold necklace that you can like shower with.
Landon.
You can do like everything in.
I want rings.
There's nothing specific that I'm like, oh, I've had my eye on that. Honestly, I feel like New York has ruined designer bags for me.
Because you can get it
all the time.
I know, we have this Cartier ring, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want a real one. And I'm like...
And it doesn't turn at all. Like, it literally looks brand new gold. Like, I just feel like I see the purses all the time that on the street, and, like, everyone has them, and it's almost just gotten, like, tacky. Maybe, like, shoes. Like, the Gucci loafers would be a massive sleigh to wear to work. But that's still something that's like, oh, that's cute. I'm not like, I want
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't put that towards. I do want to get something when we're at our destination we're going next month.
Oh, yeah, because it's cheaper, too.
When do you see yourself settling down and starting a family?
You first.
Not for a long time, considering I don't even have a boyfriend. I'm not even verbally using words to talk to anyone right now.
That's a weird way to like phone calls. I know, but like no phone calls. Like,
no phone calls. No.
No one is calling my line.
Nobody. They're hitting it though.
Not hitting it.
What?
You made it sound like you said they're hitting it though.
Oh, like, yeah, no, not doing that. I meant like my line.
I feel like the older you get though, like just people in general, you can settle down without dating as long. Like when you're like 24, 25, like people do like a year and get engaged.
Meanwhile, you're like on 7, like.
Meanwhile, I'm on year 10. I don't want to settle down anytime soon. Well, not soon, but like probably like 2 years. Because
I feel like when y'all leave New York, you will.
Yeah, I just have this thing in my head that like once you get engaged, you're old. Like, I don't know why. Like, I see people with like rings or like married like spouse, and like even if they're the cutest youngest person, in my head I'm like, oh, they're old. Like they're older than me. Like they're grown. Like they're adults. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that your life ends when you're married, but like I'm just in no rush. Like I know I'll marry Landon. I know that he's gonna be my husband. So I'm like, why would I get married at 23?
Yeah. Like,
and like why would I rush that? Like I'll never get this time back. Not that there's like, not that anything would really change, but I just feel like it like ages you. Basically.
Yeah, and then like you're gonna be like, now what?
Exactly.
Oh my god, that I get so nervous about like having my wedding.
Oh, because that's the best day of your life. Like, or not like one of the best days. Like everything is. Oh my god, coming back from your honeymoon has to be so depressing.
I know one of my coworkers did. I was like, are you okay? Like, how's that going?
Because then we're just like, this is it, like forever.
We're so depressing.
I'm never settling down.
Yeah, so maybe like late 20s, low 30s. I don't know.
Yeah, 26 for me.
Chat info. Okay, what's gonna be that one? Toxic relationship advice. Listen to your friends. Toxic relationship advice. I know you don't want to, but listen to your friends.
That's a really good one.
Isn't it? It's hard. I didn't listen to her. What's your favorite thing about each other?
You're like, go.
My favorite thing about Autumn is she always goes out of her way, whether it's text, whether it's talking, whether it's doing something for somebody, to make you feel so special. And she's like such a good friend for that. And she just makes you feel heard and valued and loved. Okay.
That's so nice.
You're like, I was gonna say.
Anna's nice. No, my favorite thing about you is that, oh my god, I have so many. I feel like you are very intentional. Like, if you, like, don't want to do something, like, you won't do it. So I know when you're, like, making plans with me or, like, want to plan something or, like, say something, like, you, like, mean it. Like, you're not someone that's, like, foo-foo, like, love you, girl, like, to, like, anyone. Like, you're very, like, intentional with your friends, and I like that.
I love that. Thanks, girl. Mm-hmm. Ooh, realistic or not, what's your biggest dream? I don't like that question, because, like, you don't have an answer.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have, like, a silly one. Like, I want to, like, own a bakery. Like, that would be fun.
That's
like,
cute.
a silly little dream, like, a childhood dream.
That's really cute.
Mine's
to be a pop star.
My dream is to grow my freaking hair back.
Please. Tell her it looks good.
I have, like, rock star bangs. I feel like I look like a, like, punk rock.
You don't.
They're so, like, choppy.
Yeah, but why didn't they, like...
Well, like, if I blow them out, they're fine. But, like, when it's, like, just out of the shower, it's, like...
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like,
I heard you have to... you have to style them.
She told me that, too. She warned me. She's like, just so you know, like, you have to, like, style your bangs. And I was like, yeah, girl.
Yeah, girl. I don't care.
And now I look in the mirror and I'm like, what did I do?
What's something you two share a strong opinion on? I feel like a lot of things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, our hometown.
Will you live with someone before you get married?
Yeah.
I won't. I'm just kidding.
I won't, because I'm not a whore.
She lives with her boyfriend if you're confused. But, like we said, they've been dating forever.
I'd recommend.
Period. See, yeah, if I have, like, a boyfriend, like, I feel like you move in with them, like, in this age, like,
yeah, like, it's
for a
way
year
normal.
or two.
Yeah.
If it matches up. Do you have your driver's licenses? Yes, we just don't have cars. Your car's at home.
I sold it.
Okay, we don't
My
have
dad's
cars. Favorite USC memory? Game day!
Oh my God. Specifically Auburn game day.
Not for me. Don't remember it. Or Soda Cities.
Soda Cities and the monkey bar or gorilla bar.
Mm-hmm.
With
the strawberry
strawberry
matcha.
matcha.
We'd always go to the same.
And the rice bowl.
We need to go to a game and go to that.
That's my
this
favorite
season.
place ever. I went to
We
that
have traditions.
place.
And then, we do it before every game day.
The best love song she ever
Heard
heard.
in her life. And we'd play that in the car. I miss college.
So fun when all you had was one game day on Saturday and then the rest of the weekend was just like chill, recover, hang out.
And there's structure in college. It's like school, weekend, game.
Break, school, weekend.
You don't have
test,
work
break.
weekend. I have randomness. Would you both ever become full-time influencers? No grow pub, no nursing. I feel like I did that for 6 months and I didn't like it. So my answer is no right now.
Yeah, mine's no. I genuinely
Would you if you got the
love my
opportunity?
job. If I had the opportunity, no.
I feel like it helps our social media too.
Yeah, I also just like, I like working. I like having a set to do this. I like
I feel like
people,
you'd spiral.
people that always say like, I want to be my own boss. Like, I don't want to like report to anyone.
But
I'm
once
like,
you
no,
start
I
doing
want a
it,
boss.
like don't get us wrong, we realize how like amazing that opportunity is that we could do that if we wanted. But first of all, I wouldn't want to do it here. Like I need a double income here. But it's like a lot different than you think it would be. And I feel like everyone's like, I want to be a stay-at-home, like, oh, I want to do this. But I feel like once everyone quits your job, you'd be like, what's the point of life? Like, you know, like maybe I'm wrong. And maybe you're like, if you're the person, like, I get anxiety if I like don't do something for too long or don't leave my house that day. I wish I could just chill out, but that's just my personality, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I just like having like a set like checklist. And also I feel like social media is just like so up and down. Like you can't really predict how much you're gonna make one month, and I love like
a set.
Like I mean, even if I was like super famous on social media, then maybe I do like a part-time thing. But like having like a set paycheck is so nice, where like 9 to 5, couple meetings, like presentation, and I'm getting a paycheck regardless is like really nice.
Period. Who is your new man?
Please
don't gatekeep us. Y'all are gonna be gatekeeped if I ever get a new man officially. Y'all will not know. If you don't like. Yes. That's heavy.
Jesus.
Oh, if y'all weren't doing your current jobs, what would y'all do? I would want to be in sports entertainment.
You'd be so good at that. But you're a better nurse. You're helping keep children alive.
Maybe one day I could one day my uncle, when I had that crisis in nursing and wanted to switch everything I've ever known senior year, I wanted to do that, either sports media, running social media for them.
On your private
or, that came up in memories the other day, or the interviewing. My uncle was Anna, I know you have a nursing degree, but put on your resume, because when I want to do the social media for the, which I don't think I would want to do that. I think I'd want to do the broadcasting. But he was be different. Put on your resume, just put your socials and hand it in. And he was they'd be yeah, you're nursing, but social media.
Yeah,
and I was
exactly.
I don't know, that'd be crazy. But maybe one day if I ever get burnt out, I could just be trust me guys, I can do it.
You could start your own, sports podcast.
What about you?
I'd be a baker.
She wants to open a bakery.
I do.
She loves her little croissants.
Cute.
And little cute. That'd be cute. I really want to own a coffee shop.
You do coffee, I do bake.
I do bake and you do coffee. How are you handling new adult responsibilities? It kind of sucks, taxes and working and not college. It's just weird.
Yeah.
What's your ideal type in a partner? So I'm done with the whole looks type. We don't do that.
Ugly men only.
Yeah, so no. I just been my type's this. No. I need a man who's mature and not in his toxic phase and knows what he wants, has his head on straight, doesn't want to do all the bullshit of messing around, and can support me and also wants the woman to be successful and can hype her up while he is also successful, and we both have our own little goals and they don't have to overlap and push each other's out of the way, and one can, both of us shine together. The way you were show us your favorite quality about Landon.
Oh my god, literally everything. That man was
was
written by a woman is what I was gonna say.
He's amazing. He's
like
all of our goals.
Literally, I come home from work because he works from home every day. He's fully remote. I come home from work. He has all the laundry done. He has the bed made. He has everything deep cleaned. He'll
a perfect duo.
If we're not ordering Grubhub that night, he'll have dinner already starting to cook. This morning, he was sleeping when I left to meet you for the workout class, and I was I just feel so anxious. I don't know why. And he got out of bed just to come and hug me while I was doing my makeup, and he was I know I don't really understand anxiety because I don't have it, but if there's anything I could do, but to be fair, let me caveat, we've been together since we were I was 15.
What does caveat mean?
It's a
follow up,
a butt, we've been together since we were 15, so I feel I trained him well.
Yeah, she says he wasn't always like this.
He was not like that, and even he will tell you he's done a 180.
So now they're gonna be okay, I won't leave my man.
No, he had potential, and I did leave him.
She did when
he wasn't good. But I feel old Landon, if I was I'm so anxious, he'd have been why?
Bro, I'm sleeping.
Bro, I'm sleeping.
Be quiet.
He'd be you really want to talk about this right now? I'm trying to sleep.
They're just great, and he's not it's not even just the tasks he does. He also the advice he gives, the intention, how he did that with the anxiety,
Yeah, he's just so level-headed. He never gets mad. Which thank God, because if I had a man with a temper, we would be that could never work.
You got a temper with my mans. So imagine your own man's.
If he says one thing, he'll it's gone. Sorry. Yeah, he'll say something sassy or mean, And then like before I even say anything, he's like, sorry, I didn't mean that. And I'm like, yeah.
He's so nice. And then like if he says something like 10 minutes later and he thinks it was like rude, he's like, wait, I didn't mean. And I'm like, that is so nice because I didn't think about it twice. Okay, this is turning into like a Lynn and Heid video. Back in the dating pool. Okay, so I'm trying out Hinge, but like, and I see like some cute guys, but like dating in New York scares me. I've heard horror stories. And I've had a couple ask me out on a date, and like, I don't know. I haven't gone on an actual date. I've been like texting people, Snapchatting, but I haven't gone on an actual date with somebody.
There's just so many people here. I feel like dating would be so hard.
Yeah. But like, I should do it for the stories, you know, and the plot.
Yeah, do it for the plot.
Yeah. How long do you both see yourself in New York City? Literally, my answer changes every day. Like the other day, I was like, like when I first moved here, forever. Like I'm raising kids in Tribeca. Yeah. Then like I was like, okay, like probably in my mid-20s up to like 26, 27. And then I was like, now I'm kind of like, what if like earlier? Not because I hate it, I love it, but like,
it's like
family
stresses here, so yeah. It's like you don't know.
And like family, so I don't know.
Yeah, family is the one thing that like I'm like I don't want to like.
Like, are we missing out?
On, like our parents are getting older, my niece and nephew are getting older, like. I don't know, and then when I think about that, I'm like, I don't love New York enough to like sacrifice my family. Like if it was some place where I'm like, I have to be here, like everything I love.
It's like my job, I have to.
Well, yeah, like my job, but it's still like I could find. Like,
but it's also like you don't have to like think of it like.
I don't mean to be as morbid.
No, but like it's not like you're choosing me. But I guess it kind of is. I don't know. What are y'all's thoughts?
People are like, damn, just answer the question.
Everyone probably, were
like, realistically, probably like 2 more years for me. I don't know though, because every time I think I'm like, I'm over New York, I want to leave, I think about actually being back in Georgia or being somewhere else.
Yeah, because then when we get there,
there's no place like New York. Like the fact that you walk outside, there's coffee shops, there's events, there's shopping.
Because I know we'd be like, oh, we're going home, like we're going good home for Georgia, like we're gonna go see family, and then we get there and we'd be like, bruh, I'm so bored with everyone from home.
Okay, but honestly, to have a home base is cheaper, like Georgia, and then just like travel all the time.
Like Lexi Hidalgo.
Yes.
Florida's home and she travels. You and Linda should do the Airbnb thing.
I think that would be so fun.
But then it's like you don't have, like I thought about travel nursing, but it's like you don't really have friend groups. But I guess it's like you and your husband.
I've also said like when we first moved to New York, I was like, I just don't feel settled. Like I don't think it's home. Like I just want like a home. Like that's the opposite. So
of that, yeah.
So I wonder if I would.
But like you have the home base.
Well, and for like a year or like even like 6 months, like go to 6 different places, like that would be so cool. I feel like nothing makes me as happy as traveling does. So.
And like you guys, you were on Cloud 9 in Maine, so imagine a bunch of those trips.
And there's just so freaking many places, like small town. Like I don't need to like get an Airbnb in like LA, San Francisco, London.
Can be like
it could literally be like the most random place, like
North Carolina, like
Rhode Island,
Texas, like
just
Austin.
Like anywhere, like try it. Well, we were talking the other day about we want to move to the beach next. I don't know, we change our mind every day, but like Naples, Florida is really popular, and Linda was like, how do we know if we are gonna like it? And I was like, we just like get an Airbnb down there for like a month or something, and like there's so many places that we don't even know where we could.
We don't know. I couldn't live in Florida though. I know that.
Why? Because it's too hot?
I don't like heat too much, and then it's always humid, and like I'm not like, I love visiting the beach, but I'm not like a stick me in the sand.
I feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm the worst person ever to make decisions because I just always want what I can't have, because right now I'm like, I want to move to the beach, but anytime towards the end of a beach trip, I'm like, ew, I'm covered in sand and it's hot and sticky. Like, oh my god, I need to learn to just love what I have, but there's just so much out there. Like, how do you know?
That's the consensus of this. And if you guys want to hear more on that, go listen to our podcast because we touched.
What now? Out now.
What now? Out now. Better. Nobody's talking about the arm that reached out of the bathroom. Y'all, people think I'm with a man's in here because it was Autumn's hand in the reflection.
My man arm?
No.
I think I was butt naked in that shit, but I think it's to do with my arm. I was getting in the shower. Imagine we don't notice, but it's actually like my entire body.
They would have. These bitches would have known. They would have come. No, really though. Our podcast is really good and we're really excited about it. I think it's good.
I think it's really good.
And normally we hate anything we say.
I hate listening to my own voice.
But like, it was cute.
And also it was just like an intro video. When we get more like topic for topic, it's gonna be so good. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this video up, but that was so fun. Thanks for doing this with me. And eating our salads. What would you rate it?
The salad?
Mm-hmm.
Probably like a 5 out of 10.
Okay. That's better than it. I would say 8.5. It was still really good, but not my favorite. My favorite is when I can like make them, but it was still really good and I devoured it.
I like the potatoes. Potatoes
are really good. But I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope comment what you ate while watching this, because I love to like I always say like I have a specific like Autumn knows I can't like do anything until I like sit down and like have something to watch. I love how
food will just sit in the fridge for like 3 hours
because until I do my chores and then until I sit down and choose who I'm gonna watch, I have my comfort food YouTubers. So if I'm yours, let me know and comment what you ate during this with us. That's another thing about Autumn though. She's intentional. Like the other day, you said this right? We were about to go order ramen in, and she goes, or we could eat it. And she goes, never mind. I was like, what? And she was like, I was gonna say we could eat it there, but I know you like to like be sitting and watching. And I was like, no, yeah, that's so cute. Let's kiss now. Bye. Okay, love you guys. Subscribe and tell your friends and tell your boyfriend and tell your mom
and tell your ex-boyfriend
and tell your ex-boyfriend. Okay, love you. Bye.